Hi everyone and welcome to this video. I'm John Jardine from Ukuvuma, and today I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of our updated Online XPages Showcase. To access the showcase, you'll need to open up a web browser and enter showcase-xsp.ukuvuma.co.za. This will take you to a login screen where you'll need to enter username and password, and you can just enter the username guest as well as the password guest. That will take you into our showcase environment. Okay. So once you click on the sign in button, then you will go to our homepage screen, which is actually a new page. We didn't have it in our previous release of our showcase. And the reason why I added it is just so that I could give some basic information to the person viewing it of what our showcase environment is running on. So if you see over here, you see this is our version 2. We're using the One UI v2.1_orange theme, and we're running on Domino 8.5.3. Okay, so I just want to give you a little bit of a walkthrough on some of the features that we're using. This entire frame section over here is the application layout that ships with the extension library, and it was available in version 8.5.2, but it looked quite different. If I launch this over here, I'm going to launch our previous release in its own window, and I can compare the two for you. So this was our previous showcase, and you can see that it's also using a similar framework. This is the application layout again, but in version 8.5.2 we were using the One UI v2 theme, so that's how it made this look. Now in version 8.5.3 you get the One UI v2.1 theme, and simply by changing it to One UI v2 to One UI v2.1, it goes and changes everything over here. The good news is it's actually very compatible, very backward compatible. So you can take whatever framework you designed over here, and just by changing the theme, it will actually just convert everything to this or something similar. So that was well done, IBM. All right. So that's out of the way. On top of here, you'll see our lovely little friend, Active Bar Custom Control. It was a custom control that was submitted on openntf.org, and it actually makes use of some jQuery. So I thought I'd just download it from OpenNTF and show it off on my showcase. I also show off a pickless control, which you can also get on openntf.org. So let me just do a reload of this page, and what you'll see is how this active bar slides down from the top. Okay, so that's nice for any kind of messages that you want to present to the user while they have their pages open. So I'll just click on that X so it can disappear. Okay, over here we're using a login node that can be added into the application layout, which is actually very cool. But in this case, once logged in, you kind of have to manually create your own logout node, which is what I'm doing over here. It's a very generic piece of script. I'll actually submit it on my blog very soon, just to show people how I do it. And if I click over there, then it will actually log me out properly, so that you could maybe even have multiple users using one machine. So if I clicked over here, it would log me out, take me back to the login screen, and then you can log in as another user. So I'll even log in as myself. So now it says welcome John Jardine. Okay. All right. So if we quickly go to the project manager section, I'll first open up the project manager report as it was in our previous showcase. And very simple stuff. I didn't really change any of the functionality over here. My main focus was just to neaten up the showcase a little bit, because in my opinion this wasn't very presentable stuff. So for those of you who are seeing the showcase for the first time, what I'm doing over here is I'm actually running a report that makes use of a Dojo tree grid. You can either run it on all projects. If I click over there, there we go. This is our Dojo tree grid. Actually very cool. Okay. Or if you only wanted to run for certain projects, you could click on selected projects, and if I click on this button, I now have a pickless control. This is a pickless control that you can actually download from openntf.org as well. Alright, so I'm just going to do an example over there. So that's how it would look. Okay, So now if we take a look at our new environment and I go to Project Manager Report, you'll see that I wrap everything nicely in containers. Okay, so it just really makes it look much better. And because of the new theme, it's actually creating a lot of the borders and stuff for me as well, which is just adding to the sort of effect of an online XPages application. But everything still is still the same over here. So I'll just show over here what happens when you try and do this. Okay, so there's the Dojo tree grid again. Nice. Okay, so that's the one. Then over here we go to the timesheet dashboard. Timesheet dashboard, what I did over here was I actually have a form on the left hand side and I have a repeat control on the right hand side. So you would go and provide details of your timesheet, add some info, and then when you submit it, without the page reloading, it actually goes and writes the form or writes the data back to the database, and it goes and updates our view over here. So making lovely use of some async functionality over there, and I can even go and edit this value and go and change the hours from 5 to maybe 50, and once I click on OK, it will go and update it over there. So some lovely partial refreshing without having to reload the entire page. Okay. Now, all of this is pretty much the same in the new environment. The only difference is the presentation of the timesheet dashboard. So if I click over there, you'll see that everything is now wrapped again. Like I said, it's wrapped nicely in containers. All the functionality remains the same. The one difference over here, though, is instead of having a boring repeat control without any kind of look and feel, I went and used the J table, which is a jQuery table that goes and provides my headers with a little bit of style, and it gives me some highlighting effects when I roll over the data. Okay, and then this is also some icons from the jQuery library, so I can click on that and that will now go and edit, allow me to go and edit the data. The good thing about this is that this is so easy to implement. I'll be blogging about some of this stuff very soon as well. Okay, so that's pretty much all I have to show for the showcase. The one exception is, or the one additional thing that I'd like to show everyone is the optimization, the JavaScript and CSS optimization that is now available in Notes Domino 853. What it does is it combines all JavaScript and CSS files wherever possible to lessen the amount of handshakes that your web page makes to the server. So if I do a refresh over here, you'll see that these are now all requests that are being made to the Domino server to get all our JS files and everything running. Alright, so we're sitting on a total of 56 requests on our new environment. Okay, if we go and take a look at our old environment and we do a refresh over here, the bad news is in version 8.5.2 you'll have a much higher amount of requests that will get made. And that's because 8.5.2 doesn't have that JavaScript and CSS optimization. Alright, so you'll see that this is still loading. I mean, we'll travel down. Let's give it a little bit of time. Go over there. Alright, 92. So we went from 92 all the way to 56, and I've actually got more resources in this environment, so it would have actually been less than 56. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to be adding a lot of cool features very soon. An example is we're going to be changing this Dojo accordion, and we're going to be using the jQuery accordion because it's just much more sexier. And then we're also going to be adding some Dojo grids. I will be showing off our new custom control, which is a jQuery mask control. More on that very soon. And then we're also going to be adding a few applications that we've recently been designing. We'll be creating demo versions of those applications and we'll be making them available on our showcase as well. So please feel free to come and play around on the showcase whenever you have time. Yeah, and please also leave me any feedback if you have any. If you want to contact me, you can go to my at You can go to my blog at johnjardine.ukuvuma.co.za, or you can follow me on Twitter. It's at John_Ukuvuma. So you can't see the underscore over there, but it is there. And then our company's website is ukuvuma.co.za. So I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, cheers.